Hello, kids and caretakers of Holy Trinity Lutheran Church. I'm Tori, the ministry and context student, and I am so happy to be here to talk to you for the Children's Time on Children's Sunday. So, the gospel for today is one that can be kind of hard to wrap our heads around. We have the disciples arguing amongst themselves like they normally do, and Jesus, who's sort of gently trying to correct their misunderstandings. We have James and John in particular, and they've come to Jesus and sort of pulled Jesus aside to ask a special favor. Maybe in their minds, they deserved what they were asking for. They had worked really hard the past week or the past month, or maybe the whole time they were with Jesus. But they ask for a special spot at the table, like at a family reunion or maybe at lunch back when we went to school in person. Sort of, there's the most popular person and then the two people beside them. That's what James and John were asking. They said, "Do you think that you could put us right beside you?" And like I said, maybe they thought that they deserved this. I know that I've definitely done the James and John tactic before. I've probably asked my parents more than once to stop for like special dessert ice cream because I did extra well on a test that day, maybe in school. And I know for sure my brother would always try and use the James and John approach to get an extra hour of video game time in. He didn't always get an A on his test, but I think he would use if he did his chores really well that day. So we've all probably had a moment where we've done the James and John, which is what I'll call it. But whatever the reason, is it bad to ask for a special favor? Is it bad that James and John said, "Hey, Jesus, would you do us this favor?" If we go off of how the other disciples react, then it's really bad because the other disciples get really mad at James and John. They're like, "How dare you guys pull Jesus aside and ask for this favor? We are doing all of this work too, and this is just not cool." And I'm sure there was lots of arguing and fighting going on. I don't think that Jesus would say it was a bad thing, though, because Jesus kind of gathers everyone in and he doesn't get mad at James and John and he doesn't get mad at the other disciples. And instead, he says, "I don't know who's going to sit at my right and left hand. I can't promise those spots to you. I can't give you the special favor you're asking for." And instead, Jesus says, "What is most important to me and to God who sent me is not to have followers that serve me really well. I'm not looking for the person that did the most work or the person who got all of the A's on the test. I don't want people fighting over a special seat because that's not even where I'm going to be." Jesus says, "I'm right here to serve. I'm right here to heal people that the world says are too sick. I'm here to love people, to love the people that the world says are not lovable." So Jesus says all of these things. And then he says, if you really want to follow me, if you actually really want to walk with me on this journey and be my follower, then you will make yourself great by serving the least. That's kind of a big ask. Jesus says, not only can I not give you the special favor you're asking for, that's actually not even the point. And sometimes it's really hard to hear that. Some days all I want is extra ice cream. I have to be honest with you. And I'm sure there are days when it doesn't sound fun to do the kind thing or to do the work that you have to do. But the way that Jesus puts this is kind of pretty cool. He says it's actually not important about who is sitting at the front getting all of the attention because I'm not going to be there anyways. If you want to hang out with me, come be where I am. I'm going to be serving people. So, what Jesus asked of his disciples all the way back in this gospel story is something that he's still asking us, kids and adults, today. What do you think it means for you to follow the example that Jesus set? What does it mean to you in your life? I look forward to hearing. Amen.